Hello, welcome back on House News with me, Dadi Ramadan. In this episode, we'll present you the latest information coming from the House of Representatives of the Republic of Indonesia. But before we continue, let's see the headlines for today. Chair of BKSAP highlighted education as a key tool in international diplomacy. Universities can strengthen ties between countries through the presence of international students. Commission 7 encourages the government to commit in organizing and developing tourism villages, as such efforts would stimulate economic growth at the village level. Commission 1 conducted a specific working visit to the Polytechnic of Cyber and Cryptology to review efforts in improving the quality of human resources and expertise in the cyber and encryption sectors. Parliamentarians urged the government through the Ministry of Trade to maximize Indonesia's shrimp export opportunities to Mexico. Setting foot in Antarctica may seem like an impossible dream for most people, but not for Indonesian scientists who realize this dream of joining an expedition to Antarctica. BKSAP of the House emphasized the importance of education as a strategic factor in strengthening good governance. Educated and competent human resources are key to ensuring good governance can function effectively.
During a visit to Universitas Islam Internasional Indonesia in Depok, Chairperson of BKSAP of the House Mardani Alisera highlighted the role of higher education institutions in developing human resources capable of competing globally. He added Universitas Islam Internasional Indonesia also contributes as a bridge for diplomacy through the presence of international students, while opening long-term opportunities for Indonesia to strengthen international relations.
Kenapa kita datang ke UI3? Karena 72% mahasiswanya ini dari asing. Dan kita juga ingin menjadikan UI3 ini, Universitas Islam Internasional Indonesia ini menjadi salah satu pelaku diplomasi internasional. Ini long term, 10-20 tahun ke depan mereka-mereka yang tadi sekarang ini 52 negara yang diterima dari 91 yang daftar. Kalau mereka sudah mendapatkan kesan positif dan manfaat dari Indonesia, ketika mereka pulang dan menjadi orang di sana, maka Indonesia menjadi salah satu negara favorit mereka dan itu sangat memudahkan diplomasi kita. Jadi saya sangat mendukung.
The collaborations between BKSAP and universities is expected as a long-term strategy to strengthen educations and support good governance. Quality educations prepare human resources capable of creating transparent, accountable, and globally competitive governance. From Depok, Reni Minario, TVR Parlemen reports.
Commission 7 views tourism villages as areas with strong potential and unique characteristics. Therefore, it urges implementation of clear and standardized classification based on their stages of development from pioneering, developing, and independent tourism village.
Vice Chairperson of Commission 7 of the House, Evita Nursanti, highlighted the lack of synergy and integrated collaborations among relevant ministries and agencies. Various stakeholders such as MSMEs, the Ministry of Villages, and others still tend to work independently. In fact, developing tourism villages requires integrated cooperations, particularly in terms of funding.
Nah, hanya saja desa wisata yang ada sekarang ini belum ada standarisasinya. Tadi kan sudah dikatakan desa wisata itu ada dikategorikan desa wisata perintis, ada desa wisata berkembang, ada desa wisata nanti sampai kepada desa wisata mandiri. Nah, tetapi ini harus dibikin standar. Yang namanya desa wisata perintis itu standarnya apa? Desa wisata berkembang itu standarnya apa? Ya kan, terus yang mandiri itu seperti apa. Nah, ini kan belum ada sekarang ini. Kita berharap dengan adanya standarisasi daripada desa wisata ini, kolaborasi daripada lintas KL ini juga ada di dalam pengembangan desa wisata ke depan.
In addition, Commission 7 also welcomes the ongoing collaborations between the Ministry of Tourism and the Ministry of Cooperatives and MSMEs. The House hopes people's business credit funds can be utilized for tourism village development. Bondan and Fuad, TVR Parlemen report.
Lawmakers highlighted the urgency of improving national cyber resilience in response to increasingly complex digital threats. The National Cyber and Encryption Agency is expected to take a leading role in ensuring Indonesia's cybersecurity.
Member of Commission 1 of the House Slamet Aryadi emphasized global threats have shifted from physical wars to wars in cyberspace. Cyber attacks targeting strategic infrastructure, critical data, and public digital security must be anticipated through early detection capabilities and a strong cyber defense system. In addition, Slamet urged improved facilities and infrastructure in domestic cybersecurity.
Sejatinya, ketahanan siber di Indonesia ini perlu ditingkatkan. Baik itu BSSN. Berharap penuh bahwa BSSN ini menjadi leading sector untuk keamanan siber kita untuk terus meningkatkan koordinasi baik dengan kementerian dan lembaga, baik kementerian dan lembaga ataupun para swasta untuk dilibatkan. Bagaimana ketahanan siber kita ini betul-betul lebih maksimal.
Meanwhile, another member of Commission 1 of the House, Yuda Novansa, believes education quality is main factors to producing excellent human resources in cybersecurity. Therefore, the Polytechnic of Cyber and Cryptology has a strategic role in preparing skilled professionals in addressing challenges in digital era.
Kita butuh keamanan cyber dunia digital itu yang lebih baik lagi. Kita kurang SDM-nya, kita harus memperkuat SDM-nya. Nah, Poltek Cyber Sandi Negara ini bisa jadi solusi. Solusi dengan tadi bisa menciptakan tenaga-tenaga kerja ataupun nantinya yang dibutuhkan ditugaskan di masing-masing kementerian lembaga.
From Bogor, West Java, Zia Ulbar, TVR Parlemen reports.
After the break, we have the latest updates from Commission 6 of the House, so stay tuned on House News. Commission 6 urged the government to immediately follow up on the reopening of Indonesia's shrimp export access to Mexico, which has been suspended since 2016 due to findings of virus in Vaname shrimp.
Member of Commission 6 of the House, Herman Hairon, mentions the Mexican market holds potential and could be an important hub to improve fishermen welfare and enhance the competitiveness of national fishery products. Herman stated the House has engaged in direct communications with Mexico's Parliament and Ministry of Agriculture, which have shown willingness to reopen market activities. However, he regrets the lack of concrete actions from the Indonesian government to pursue this opportunity. Furthermore, Herman explained Mexico, with a population of around 120 million and relatively high income per capita, has a strong purchasing power for fishery products, especially shrimp. This is due to the country's locations and natural conditions make it a major market for seafood imports.
Sejak tahun 2016 udang kita memang di-ban oleh Meksiko karena ada kasus waktu itu. Nah, tetapi kan masa tidak ada pembicaraan sampai hari ini. Silahkan dibuka kembali. Mereka sudah sangat terbuka. Kami sudah bicara dengan parlemen, kami sudah bicara dengan Kementerian Pertanian di sana, dan sudah membuka, tinggal dibicarakan. Kalau pasar ini terbuka, mereka sebuah negara yang besar, 120 juta penduduknya. Dia negara kan negara di ketinggian, sehingga produk-produk laut sangat dibutuhkan masuk ke mereka. Dan daya beli mereka tinggi, income per kapitanya $16.000 per kapita. Nah, kalau pasar ini bisa diisi oleh kita, tentu ini kita akan bisa meningkatkan taraf kesejahteraan para nelayan.
Moreover, Herman concluded the reactivations of shrimp export to Mexico would have a significant impact on increasing fishermen income, stabilizing domestic prices, and strengthening domestic foreign exchange earnings. Halim and Edo, TVR Parlemen report.
Commission 4 appreciates the quarantine and export certification services in West Kalimantan for supporting major export commodities, including edible bird's nest, kratom, and arowana fish. This effort is done to increase Indonesia's foreign exchange earnings.
Chairperson of Commission 4 of the House, Siti Hediati Suharto, explained, kratom is a commodity that can be legally exported to India through the proper quarantine procedures. She mentioned with the implementations of export certification services in West Kalimantan, local flagship products now get better access to services and easier export procedures.
Kami dari Komisi 4 menyambut baik dan ucapan selamat kepada Badan Karantina Indonesia yang sudah bisa melakukan sertifikasi ekspor barang-barang dari Kalimantan Barat ini di Kalimantan Barat. Tadinya di Surabaya, sekarang bisa dilakukan di sini. Jadi semua tercatat di sini merupakan produk dari Kalimantan Barat. Ya, nanti pemasukan juga untuk Kalimantan Barat. Jadi ini bagus sekali, suatu kemajuan yang bagus.
In addition, Siti Hediati highlighted regular kratom export from West Kalimantan are expected to impact the local farmers' economy and boost regional income. Commission 4 also highlighted that kratom products exported from Indonesia have met quarantine requirements and are legally approved for export. Kratom is a tropical plant native to Southeast Asia, known for its various traditional health benefits, including as a pain reliever, anxiety reducer, and for opioid detoxifications. From West Kalimantan, Rizky Kurniawan reports.
During a visit to electric speaker factory in Surabaya, Commission 7 raised concerns over increasing circulations of illegal goods and dumping practices in the market. These issues could affect domestic industries and disrupt healthy market competition.
Commission 7 directly observed the production process of a world-class speaker manufacturer that has been operating for over 40 years. The company is recognized for maintaining high product quality and strong competitiveness in international markets. Member of Commission 7 of the House Muhammad Hatta appreciated the company's consistency. However, he underlined major challenges coming from illegal imports and dumping activities, especially from China, where these products are supported by government subsidies. Hatta added illegal goods even can enter the National Public Procurement Catalog, which undermines the domestic market through predatory pricing practices.
Bagaimanapun kalau produk ilegal itu masuk ke Indonesia, dia akan menekan pasar Indonesia. Terjadi semacam predatory price ya, memakan market yang Indonesia. Predatory price itu menurut saya berbahaya sekali terhadap industri kita. Ketika industri kita tidak bisa survive menghadapi produk-produk yang ilegal yang seharusnya membayar pajak tapi mereka tidak membayar pajak, ya juga saya lihat tadi ada dumping policy di mana produk-produk dari Cina itu disubsidi oleh negaranya untuk bisa bersaing di luar negeri. Karena kita secara produksi mungkin HPP ya, harga pokok produksinya sekitar mungkin katakan 1 juta gitu kan. Tapi negara lain bisa menjual di bawah 500.000 gitu kan, karena disubsidi oleh negaranya 500.000 gitu kan.
Furthermore, Hatta stated the need for active involvement from relevant agencies, including custom authorities, to prevent the entry of illegal products. He also proposed the establishment of an industrial protections agency or consumer protection institutions to provide domestic businesses with a formal mechanism to report unfair business competitions. Handoko, TVR Parlemen reports.
When we return, we'll have more information on the recent MotoGP in Mandalika, so stay tuned on House News. Gary Utama has become the youngest Indonesian scientist to set foot in Antarctica. He joined the Russian expedition and marked the first participation of Indonesian researchers and a milestone in 74 years of Indonesia and Russia relations.
Just 30 years old, Gary Utama has made history as Indonesia's youngest researchers to set foot in Antarctica. He is now a master's student majoring in paleogeography at St. Petersburg State University, Russia. He is also a graduate from the Faculty of Geography, Universitas Gadjah Mada, Yogyakarta. For this achievement, Gary received an award from the Indonesian World Record Museums after joining the 16 Russian Antarctic expeditions organized by the Arctic and Antarctic Research Institute. During the expeditions, Gary worked on geomorphological mapping on King George Island. While exploring the island, he discovered a 100 million-year-old wood fossil. Gary's success also marks a new chapter in history. He is the first person from Indonesia in Asia to take part in a field research mission in Antarctica alongside Russian scientists. Facing temperatures as low as -50 degrees Celsius, Gary managed to complete his research mission successfully. He explained each layer of ice holds valuable clues about the Earth's past and its climate changes. Through this achievement, Gary hopes to inspire more young Indonesian researchers to explore polar regions and take part in global studies. He believes young scientists have an important role in helping the world deal with major issues such as climate change.
The MotoGP in Mandalika employs marshals who are 100% local from the surrounding region of West Nusa Tenggara. All of them were trained directly by the International Motorcycling Federation, and some have even served in other MotoGP like Sepang.
The MotoGP event in Mandalika, West Nusa Tenggara has brought significant benefits to the surrounding community, particularly in providing employment opportunities. Many local residents have been employed across various sectors, including hospitality, logistics, and event support. In addition, around 380 local marshals were trained directly by instructors from the International Motorcycling Federations to prepare for the event. Some of these marshals have even been selected to serve in other international MotoGP events such as the Sepang Series. The training teaches marshals how to handle incidents and also emphasizes teamwork and professionalism. Marshals are one of the key pillars in organizing a world-class motorcycle racing event, responsible for maintaining track safety, managing the flow of the race, and ensuring the safety of riders and spectators. This year marks the fourth time the MotoGP has been held in Indonesia. Under a contract that extends until 2031, the event is not only a world-class sporting competitions, but also a sport tourism attractions. It is a strategic moment for sport tourism, bringing social and economic benefits to the local community in West Nusa Tenggara and contributing to national branding. Globally, the MotoGP is broadcast through 199 media channels in 200 countries. Indonesia has the highest percentage of MotoGP fans in the world, with more than 23% of the population following the sport.
These sports weren't just entertainment. They become part of culture, pride, and tradition through generations. Let's explore all the sports in the world that we still enjoy up to the present.
Running and wrestling are known as two of the oldest sports in the world. With histories that go back thousands of years, evidence of both sports have been found from prehistoric times and even recorded in the ancient Olympic Games. Running began as a basic human activity, a way to hunt animals or escape from dangers. Its first official record appeared in the ancient Greek Olympics in 776 BC, where the only event was the stadium race, a sprint covering 192 meters. Over time, running has evolved into many forms, including sprints, marathons, and modern track races that we see today. Wrestling also has a long and fascinating history. Cave painting in Lascaux, France, dating back 15,000 years, show early forms of wrestling. Ancient Egyptians, tomb reliefs, and also depict the sport. While old texts such as India's Mahabharata and Greece's Iliad mention wrestling as a common form of competitions. By 708 BC, wrestling had become an official part of the ancient Olympic Games as one of the pentathlon events. The simplicity of both sports is what keeps them timeless and accessible. They require no special equipment, only strength, skill, and determinations. This makes running and wrestling easy for anyone to practice, regardless of age or background. Today, these ancient sports have grown into global competitions that inspire millions. Running events like the Olympic marathons and World Athletics Championship, as well as wrestling tournaments across the world, more than just physical contests. Running and wrestling represent human history and culture.
And that's the House News for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of House News only on TVR Parlemen.